in the day to be having a beer, but,
Oh, well, it's a good excuse, isn't it?
So I'm joined today on a beer with Starlo by an old mate of mine, Scott Amon. And Scott's pretty well known in fishing circles, and we'll get to some of the reasons why as we have a chat. Mate, fishing's been... I've seen photos of you with your dad, who recently passed, fishing when you were a young bloke. Do you have memories of that?
Oh, look, absolutely, Starlo. It's my father started my fishing passion. There's absolutely no question about that. And everything from not just fishing, but the whole picture. I'm prawning in St George's Basin as a tiny kid with uncles and aunties and gas lanterns, and man, it was. I can still see the old steps down from the holiday cottage on St George's Basin, and it was up high, and you'd walk down and peering through cracks in wharves, whether it was a swimming carnival or prawning jetties or all of that stuff. And Dad initiated all of that, and I suppose the earliest memories I have, two of the earliest, are crouching with Dad. When you went fishing those days, you didn't have folding chairs or anything. You crouched and in a certain position, and you held your cork hand line in one hand and felt the line in the other. And at Queenstiff Lagoon or Manly Lagoon,
Right.
I used to catch some very good bream there, and we'd go in there, and Dad would have his pudding mix, and then other memories, rowing little rowboats under the old Manly Wharf, and catching a lot, pump nippers, go to Manly Wharf after dark. Man, that was a long time. I'm talking a dead set 6 foot old fiberglass rowboat that leaked and we tie up underneath the jetty, catch big whiting and bream, and a fella started to pee through the cracks, and it started leaking on Dad. And he said, "We're not supposed to be." I did on that first trip. I purchased my first SLR camera.
Yep.
I only took prints on that first trip. Taught myself how to take photos because I wanted to capture and show everyone what we're doing and what Australia had to offer, because it was just a massive adventure for me. And every single new place was a whole new adventure.
Yeah. Then, of course, you took it one step further and established Fish Life magazine, which is what a lot of people will recognise Scott for. Now, what year did that kick off?
Oh, well, let's say 6 years ago.
Yeah.
From now, 2018.
2012, 2011, 2012.
Be something like that, Steve. I can't remember exactly. There was a fair bit of preparation and deciding whether to do it or whether not to. So I decided I wanted to show the recreational fishing industry how much more of the magic that we enjoy as fishers could be portrayed in a magazine. I honestly felt that most of the magazines at the time were owned by larger corporations, and they had a lot of love and a lot of loyalty to them from the writers, but not the input that those writers probably liked, and not every article was laid out the way. And I said, I want to do it my way and see if we can be more evocative in print.
Yeah. And
I believe we achieved that. I'm told we achieved that.
Oh, you definitely did. I mean, I think a lot of us thought it was a brave move. Magazines were already very much in decline by that stage, and I think that a lot of us thought the writing was on the wall for hard copy traditional print media at the stage where you launched the magazine. Would have been lovely if you could have done it 5 or 6 years earlier, perhaps, but it was a brave move.
Readership, so magazine sales, which are the cream, were diminishing. And also advertising support, the budgets for all the advertising were diminishing every year.
Yeah.
So we just took that as the writing on the wall, and we did the 32 issues, and with just John Featherston and myself, and Dave Granville as an ad rep, and then eventually it ended up Dave moved on, and I got lumbered with a whole heap of the work, and I just thought, man, I'm putting so much time and effort into this, and we all have bills to pay. So I just said no, people said, why didn't you sell it? Why didn't you? No. I put Fish Life to bed because, and I'm very happy.
No one else would have done it the same way. But you said you never lost money on it, and you made some money. But if you worked out what you were paying yourself for the hours you were putting in, you'd have been making a lot more flipping burgers at McDonald's.
Yeah, don't go there. But it's a life goal.
Yeah,
and I now have 32 issues of a superbly presented, beautifully bound, printed, and laid out magazine.
And I know people who've got the full set and will value it and keep it for the rest of their lives.
Yeah, just quietly, we have quite a lot still in storage. We've kept them all.
Great.
Some issues are virtually,
extinct.
Extinct. Exactly right. Other than the handful of copies that we've retained, but then I have boxes of other issues, and I'm very proud of what we did. Disappointed in some ways. We wanted to be the most evocative brochure that could possibly be made to promote recreational fishing. I was never going to make a fortune out of it. All I wanted to do was make a wage. And that became difficult in the end, and that's why we decided to just shut up shop. We were going to go further with all digital online magazine. You know what? I can do that. I can reinvent that anytime I want.
Yep.
But for the moment, I burnt myself out over the 5 years, and I just need a little bit of a rest from the pressures of that.
Yep.
Who knows what might happen in the future?
Mate, I'll drink to that.
Cheers.
You're a bit slow off
I am
on the beer there.
Talking too much.
Good to catch up.
Thanks, Starlo. Always good.